I welcome you all to today's table topic news special. Yeah, news special, table topic news special. So I'll be your anchor today, and all the participants today will step into the role of a news reporter and will be covering different headlines. So without much ado, let me have some volunteers as a team of reporters. So anyone from the guests? Anyone, any volunteer from the guests? Yeah, please come. Sure. Any member first? Anybody? Any member who wants to come? Okay, shall I select one?
Yes, yeah.
Rishi, can you please?
आपके लिए
Can you just welcome you, Rishi. Can you please just wait till the time I come?
Yes.
And can we have one guest also now here? Please come. Can I know your name? Any member now? One more member?
We want 3 members and 2 guests.
Yes.
3 members and 2 guests, please. 3 members and 2 guests.
So you will be the news reporters for the day. And I just, before I start the session, just one request that try to be more imaginative as you can, as much as you can, and try to add humor also, as we just have had some advices from team level. Let's make this session more interesting. So I would like to call our first reporter of the day. He'll be sharing latest detail over a dramatic hijacking incident that is making headlines since yesterday. So a dramatic hijacking incident making headlines since yesterday. Over to TM Rishi.
I'm sorry, I was hijacked, and on gunpoint it was very difficult to speak. I just came out of that captivity, and the situation was horrendous. People were trying to kill buffaloes, and I was just caught in the middle of it because I was just so black, and they thought I was a buffalo. And I'm just trying to run away from this situation, and I don't want to be here because if they catch another buffalo, I could be caught again. For TV9 channel news, Rishikant Upadhyay. Over to Table Topics Master.
About some photos we'll be getting from the aerial view and from hijacking of the plane. Yeah. My next photo. So our next reporter will be sharing updates on cricket match that is going to happen later today.
So as we all know that we have the India versus Pakistan match coming up. I hope that all of you are excited. Since the last time, I actually don't follow the cricket that much, but I know that people get pretty worked up about these kind of things. And this is not about just a sport. We can relate that whole nation gets together and they kind of celebrate. And let's all cheer for this. And I hope that we get another player like Virat Kohli and Sachin Tendulkar today, who hits off and makes centuries and all. Thank you. This was it from News TV. Rohit and okay. Thank you.
Very much. major power outage in our city. Major power outage in our city.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, a power outage just happened in the city of Gurgaon. There has been a gang of cats that has attacked the population of Sector 65. The cats are going around in gangs and they are trying to chase away and attack any ongoing supporters, ongoing people on the roads. There are hordes of people are trying to satiate the cats with hordes of cat food, but the cat food is coming at a dear price now because all the pet shops have run out of the cat food. Now people are starting giving them dogs are going hungry. So let's hope that the cats somehow find some place else to go, or the forest department or someone comes and rescues us from the tyranny of these cats. So that's it from TV9. Thank you.
Your picture insights. Can I have next reporter? Our next report is on latest local traffic updates. Our city's local traffic updates, just to let our audience know how to communicate. Over to you.
I can make it humorous. Anything else? So, we all know the rain poured pretty heavily yesterday, and resultingly, all the Gurgaon roads were heavily clogged. There were water pools all over the road. NH8, NH48, even the Delhi-Bombay Expressway faced the brunt. The usual travel time of 2 hours between Delhi and Jaipur went up to 4 hours. And it's a sad situation for the country. The government of Haryana and Rajasthan should intervene and fix it. Gaurav Rati, Channel 9.
For the updates, I think for Gurgaon traffic, we need a hovercraft to get to that. I request you to give some updates on weather conditions, weather forecast.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Raj Chengappa talking to you from India today. You heard my normal talk subject, podcast, which is nothing but the truth. And the truth is that the monsoons have been creating havoc not only in Delhi or in the NCR, but everywhere else in the country. So they are anticipating low growth in the economic terms for the food grain and agriculture. But the issue is that it's nothing new. Those are, IMD gives us good reports, but the damage because of the monsoons has been such that it's perpetual, and some people blame it on the corruption and the bad workmanship in the roads. And so somebody came up with a suggestion that the road name should be changed to the name of the company that is doing the contract. So that what happens is that when the rains spoil the roads, people will remember the company that has done it and not named after any politician or anybody else. So the contractor is shamed, and because his name has come down, that he's made the worst road, so he will be more cautious in future. Thank you.
Thank you. Because we are short of time to be and thank you to all the reporters for their wonderful insights. imaginary situations and solutions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming. It was very interesting. Now we come to the most important aspect of this meeting, the crux of this meeting, which is the evaluation bit. So we'll start with the first evaluator, Toastmaster Ajay. He will tell us what his feedback was.
Technology. Today's speech, I was glad I could evaluate because it was one of the rare occasions. While the title was good, the opening was very good, you started with greetings of the day which leveled everybody. As people expect you to say something, but you like your high-five, it came out as a good morning greeting. So you improved the anticipation of people, and that was one great point. You were well prepared and very well rehearsed. Your hand gesture was good. The body movement and eye contact was also nice. You could raise the pitch appropriately, and then you could emphasize on words through the voice modulation. You involved the audience by suggesting a homework at the end, which was quite unusual and challenging. I tried very hard to find out if there's anything I could put in as a recommendation, and I honestly failed to point out anything that I could suggest as a recommendation for your future speeches. So to that extent, I would consider you less than nominate as a perfect articulator. So it's been a delightful speech of yours, and congratulations. And I enjoyed listening to it and also evaluating, because despite all the checkings and commendations and the recommendation, I couldn't find it. Good to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay. I completely agree with Toastmaster Ajay. I found the speech to be really good. One thing that I don't know how many people noticed, but one thing that I have noticed was the feedback that we had been giving Toastmaster Rishi was about the vocal variety, that how his voice earlier on had been towards the side of being monotonous, but today his work really, it was much better than before. The vocal variety was good, the voice modulation was good, can be improved a little bit, I guess, but it was really good. I really enjoyed your speech. Next, I would like to call the evaluator for Toastmaster Reshma, that is Toastmaster Ruchira Singh. Sorry.
If I could say it in words, I would never need to paint again. And today, Toastmaster Reshma, with your mastery over words, you showed what a brilliant artist you are. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and our artist, Toastmaster Reshma. What I loved about your speech today was the structure with which you started. The word topophilia, it's an unfamiliar word, but you started out by giving the definition right at the beginning. You then took us through your journey of how you interpreted this definition, starting with a place of love that is your home, then moving on to the second, which was your grandmother's place, a cultural identity, and third, a place that you just visited once. Toastmaster Reshma, what I also loved about your speech was the way that you are a master storyteller. With your wordsmith and wordplay, with the words from topophilia to topophobia, or just using the word visibility in two contexts, one with the marriage and one with your work, you were able to show with the power of repetition what is the meaning of topophilia for you. The third thing that I loved about your speech was the fact that you had situational humor. You used your gestures along with an element of quick timing, waiting for your audience to pause at each step. When you showed how you ate snacks off from your chest, or you put your shoulders back and held your lungi when you were standing and talking. Now, Toastmaster Reshma, in order to aid you in your journey of taking this canvas of a speech and making it a masterpiece, I have a few recommendations for you in the term of the acronym ART, starting with A for your appropriate stage management. I felt that there was a pattern of moving in a triangle, step away to one step back, one forward, and one to the right, and that's an unconscious pattern. What you can do is, because your speech has three sections, the home, the cultural identity, and finally the place that you went just once, you could divide your stage space into three areas and utilize it for a little more conscious movement. The second recommendation from my side would be the word repetition with the letter R, which is, there was an instance where you caught yourself saying something that was coming next in the speech when you talked about falling in love with the place at your campsite. You restarted the sentence. Instead, maybe use the pause, try to reframe your thought and continue with it, because the audience has never seen your script, so we wouldn't even know that you said something twice. The third recommendation would be, as a storyteller, your job is to transport the audience to a certain location. And one useful tool of doing that is by having characterization. You had the story of your grandmother's house and some words your grandmother said. If you had put a couple of dialogues in and used the voice of an older lady, we would have been able to visualize that scene even better. Overall, Toastmaster Reshma, you had great structure, you're a wonderful storyteller and situational humor. If you just take care of your appropriate stage movement, the repetition that you had, and the transportation using characterization, I'm sure that you'll be able to become a true maestro of spoken art. Thank
you. Thank you, Toastmaster Ruchira. I found the speech to be really good. One thing that I really found amazing was use of sensory capabilities. Like the taste, when the taste of crisps, I think you leave it in your hands. It is something, certain things like this actually makes you sensory, in a sensory way, feel certain things. I really commend that. That was my commendation. I could not find any recommendations, unfortunately. But Toastmaster Ruchira, there is one thing that I might suggest you. This feedback that you were giving seemed, actually I am also doing the same thing, seems like as if it's a direct conversation. Rather, it should be like, for everyone, it should be like a third person's perspective. Anyhow, let's call upon the tag team, for which I would like to start with the R counter, which is Toastmaster Manoj, who is going to give his report.
Hi, this was amazing speeches today and the special session with Ravinderji. I was actually caught up with laughing and humor, so I was meticulously trying to see if I can catch the fillers and crutch words. So to start with the flawless speaker, Ajay sir has not used even a single speaker word or repeated any words. Sriram has used one phrase, to be honest. I'm counting that, and I don't know whether it is usually done. Also, I've noted similar phrase like to be very honest by Bhavesh. And Bhavesh, you are also very one who used a lot of during the speech. Mohit has used and once each and so once. Otherwise, it was very flawless. Hers had used like and repeated few words. Rishi had used one, so apart from that, it was flawless. Resma had also done flawless job. Devendra sir had used few hours and so like, but again, some of them were also part of Q&A, so I would say that was again not prepared space to announce, because yes, he was trying to recall from his memory and experiences. Aarti had used 2 hours and downs and so on. Ruchira was flawless. And I wanted to add a bit more with, apart from the report. So initially when I was introducing, I was thinking to share a particular character played by Ranbir Kapoor, is Jagga Jesus, right? So he had a stammer and he used the technique singing. I hope you guys are aware about that character who stammered, and what he had to do is use music as a way to speak. So instead of speaking, he used to just saying his whatever conversation that he wanted to have to manage his time. Why I'm trying to give this example is so to enable us to not use filler words, we need to maintain a certain pace and be aware of our comfort level. And even if, instead of saying few things in a way that you are rushed, just because you are able to catch those words and then taking unnecessarily pauses when you are not able to because instead of that, what it needs to be is a planned one that you take the audience to a certain place and give them space to absorb the content and then you take it forward. So yeah, that was my
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Harsh for the role of grammarian that he has taken up.
Fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, today it has been my honor to be present as a grammarian today. I must admit that that entire session was filled with a lot of great words. We were able to use words like sabotage, rhetorical, magnanimous, eloquent, and bustling throughout the day's meeting. My goal has been to help us become more effective and mindful with the type of words we use. While it was very difficult to pick the best words, I just tried to remember a few ones. So now let us bite the bullet and focus on a few sentences that have been better. For example, I might be remembering the entire sentence incorrectly, but someone used we as humans. We remember our purpose on planet. I Normally we should use we as humans remember our purpose on the planet. We should not use we they twice. So we should avoid redundancy, or if we do not want to use we as humans collectively, we should just use we remember our purpose on this planet as humans. Secondly, someone mentioned in someone mentioned now let us invite the evaluator, which is we should always remember that if we are inviting someone or we are referring to someone as a person, we should use who and not which. Which is used for animals and things, while who is used for humans. Thirdly, if we are referring to a past, if we are referring to an occasion which has happened a few months back, we will not say few months back, we will say few months ago. Back is used when we are in an informal speech, but sometimes it can be a less precise. Formally, using ago indicates a more specific amount of time that has passed from the present. Lastly, we should not use if we are referring to an event that is going to happen like presently in the session. We should use following that or followed by that and not followed with that. It has been an extreme pleasure. It has been an extreme pleasure today to serve my role as a grammarian, and thank you for all the time.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh. Next, I would like to call upon the timer of the day, which was Toastmaster Vishal. Please come back and give us feedback.
Yeah, hi. We had a great speaker today, and at the timer, I would want to note the timings of the various speakers. So, coming to prepared speakers, Toastmaster Rishi had taken 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Toastmaster Reshma had taken 7 minutes and 9 seconds. And then coming to table topics, again Rishi took 28 seconds, and our guest Gaurav had taken 41 seconds. Toastmaster Rohit had taken 42 seconds, and Toastmaster Vishwajit had taken 1 minute and 10 seconds, and Toastmaster Ajay had taken 1 minute and 18 seconds. And in terms of evaluation, Toastmaster Ajay had taken 1 minute and 30 seconds, and Toastmaster Ruchira had taken 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Overall, if I were to talk about how the meeting went, it was super amazing. Not just amazing, super amazing. We started on time. We have a good number of people out here, including a few guests who are soon probably going to be joining, I hope. And the most amazing bit was, in addition to the great speeches that we had and the great evaluation, Toastmaster Devendra, who took time to come to us and guide us. We need, it's a great thing that Toastmaster Mohit had arranged for all of us. We need people like Toastmaster Devendra to be telling us exactly, guiding us in terms of what they know best. That concludes our meeting today. I would like to call upon the President Officer, Toastmaster Mohit, and that would be my conclusion.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavish, for this wonderful session. And we had a very long session and we are already late by almost half an hour. But did you all enjoy the session?
Yes.
Which part of it the most? Prepared speeches were not good?
No. I particularly enjoyed it.
Okay, anyone up for evaluation? All was good, all was good. Okay, so the whole session was good. Prepared speeches and evaluations and table topics also. Now it's time to conclude the session, but before that, I think education team has already shared the voting form in the groups. If you are not connected with any of the groups, please consult with one of your Toastmasters sitting next to you. And to help you out with all the role players, we had 2 prepared speeches. Best speaker, Toastmaster Rishi or Toastmaster Reshma. Can you please raise your hands? GTM Rishi and Toastmaster Reshma. Evaluators, Toastmaster Ajay Mehra. So please raise your hand. And Toastmaster Ruchira. Toastmaster Ruchira. For role players, we had MC Toastmaster Bhavish. Bhavish, please. And TTM Toastmaster Bharti. Auxiliary role players, we had our counter Toastmaster Manoj, grammarian Toastmaster Harsh, and timer Toastmaster Vishal. Toastmaster Vishal. For table topics, it was DTM Rishi, Toastmaster, guest Rohit. Toastmaster Rohit. Toastmaster Vishwajit, guest Gaurav, and Toastmaster Ajay. All the role players and decided. Please, you can see the results also. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's time to take the feedback. But we have so many guests and very less time. I would ask the guests to please raise your hand and if you want to give any feedback. Apart from that, we are late. Yeah, sir.
My name is Vinay Shukla. I was part of Toastmasters and in fact part of this GTMC way back. But seeing here today, not only in terms of the infrastructure, but also in terms of the content, delivery, and performance. It's wonderful. Happy to be here.
Is there any feedback that you would like to share from the past when you were there that we can improve upon?
You have already improved upon. I would say, in terms of numbers, it has increased. In terms of content, I was not there when she was speaking. I could see and could hear Krishna and the organization. This is all very wonderful. In terms of the content, I have seen few Toastmasters who were using the stage, who were using the body language and the voice modulation very effective. And I think, eventually the new generation will also see that and practice that and become the master.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mohit. I think from a London perspective, I've attended 2 sessions there. From international side things, it's much more structured here compared to my bar experience and talk from the top, and then people are just jumping and grab a drink after within the session. Yeah. So I like it. It's a bit more structured, a bit more organized, and the professional setting, and I think you could actually learn something, and it can add value to your life and your profession or personal, so hats off to you guys.
Thank you so much. We will try to have that feedback too, of having a drink. And some.
Hi everyone, it was lovely coming back here, especially with the volunteers. So it was an honor to listen to your advice and guidance from whatever you have done and your works. You are currently the ISC district table topic winner, so I look forward to learning a lot from you. Apart from that, last time I came and this time I came, so I could draw certain comparisons in terms of quality. Quality remains same, it's excellent, and especially I love the evaluation of the second speaker done by DT and Ruchira. And the speakers are amazing over here. One recommendation that I have is, Toastmaster International follows the structure where you have the PMR and then the table topics and then the general evaluation. So I think the general evaluation kind of got mixed in the entire setting because of the workshop. So a bit of structure in the sense of, following what the guidelines is and organizing it as per that. Apart from that, the quality is great and love the meeting today.
Thank you. We'll work upon this next time. Anyone else would like to share this feedback? Anyone? Any guests? No? Sir, would you like to share something?
Yeah, just single line thanks to all of you, because my session was not for 1 hour, it was for 50 hours. Thanks for giving me 50 hours. I used 1 hour of each person. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you. Results are there. We'll start with declaring the best speakers, evaluators, role players, and table topic speakers. I'll start with role players. We had 2 role players today. General evaluator was not there. We had 2 role players, TMOD, Toastmaster Bhavish, and TTM, Toastmaster Bharti. And for today, best role player goes to Toastmaster Bhavish. Best auxiliary role player. We had 3 role players, Timer, R Counter, and Grammarian. And this time, best auxiliary role player goes to Toastmaster Harsh. कहाँ देखना है? Thank you. We had a few table topic speakers. There were multiple table topic speakers, and the best table topic speakers for the day goes to Toastmaster Ajay Mehra. And we had 2 wonderful evaluators, Toastmaster Ajay and DTM Ruchira. And best evaluator for the day goes to DTM Ruchira. And 2 wonderful speeches, prepared speeches, and best speaker for the day goes to Toastmaster Reshma. For adding humor and providing the content to this Toastmaster Reshma. With this, our meeting number 811 comes to an end. And this week we will have an online session also, online meeting also on Friday evening. I'll post about the evening about this meeting in the groups. And I would request each one of you to please come up on stage for the group photograph. all the guests who want to connect about Toastmasters and know about Toastmasters can connect our BP membership Toastmaster Pass.
Who has the guest book?
It's on my personal.
Thank you.
One more?
One more.
Who all blinked? Me. Thank you.